recent study has shown that 49% of all employees get paid less than their boss would actually be ready to pay them. That means basically every second person gets paid less money than the boss would be ready to pay them. I know on this channel we talk a lot about business, we talk a lot about how can you find your own business, and we talk a lot about how you can manage your investments. But the truth is that having a business is not for everyone, and maybe it's not the time for you yet, or maybe you don't even want to have a business, and that's totally fine. But one thing is clear, that you work to earn money, and I would love to help you to actually figure out how you can raise your income and earn more money without doing much more. It's quite simple because during my time as a financial advisor, I was speaking to a lot of people and I figured out that sometimes it's very imbalanced. Like I had clients that worked for the same company in the same job, but one was earning almost double the amount than the other one. So in today's video, I give you a manual how you can fix that and how you can raise your income without risking your job. As a business owner, I can tell you, a good employee you definitely want to keep. The last thing you want is losing a good employee. It's horrible. You have to find a new employee, you have to train the new employee, you have to show everything from the beginning, you have to integrate the employee into the company structure with the other employees. Much easier is have happy employees and keep them, because then you don't have to deal with all the hassle and you can just work with the people that you already know. So how do you get there? Let's give you a little manual. Step one is figure out what's possible. This is the first one, because if you don't know how much money you could actually earn in your job, it becomes very difficult to go into a deal with your boss. Usually the people that are dealing in the position of the employment leader or the being the boss of the specific part of the company are people that are used to have these conversations, and their goal is to keep your salary low. So you have to understand that you have to bring good arguments to actually get your salary higher. Number one, super simple, talk to your coworkers. It's really important that you have these conversations. I know many people say, like, you don't talk about money. It's not what I want to do. I feel weird to talk to my colleagues about the income. But the reality is, you too are working in the same field. You're doing the same job in the same company, or a job that is close towards each other. If you don't speak to your colleagues about your money, how do you gonna find out how much you can earn in this company? If you feel uncomfortable with that, or you need extra confirmation, on top of that, what I would recommend you is work with AI. Just figure out, okay, what salary is normal in my region, what salary is normal for a company size like that, and what salary is normal for the job that I'm doing based on the educational level that I have. And then based on that, you can figure out the framework, how much money you can actually get paid for the work that you are doing. Step number two, and I find this very important, is show that you're worth it. Because if you just go to your boss and you say, look, I want to have more money, and then from tomorrow on, I'm going to work more, why would he give you that payment rise? It's much better that you actually perform well. You show your boss, okay, I'm reliable, I'm diligent, I'm doing the work, you can count on me, and then go talk to your boss, because then your boss is going to be, wow, him or her is so good and so valuable for my company. So the last thing I want is to lose this person. So if you bring a bit of value forward and then you start talking about your salary, it's much more likely that you get a raise easier than when you expect the rise and then start working more. So make sure that you are really valuable for the company, then you have a good position to deal from. Step number three, prepare for the conversation. As I said, it's very important to understand that the person that you're dealing with, your boss, has experience in this. And he might be much less nervous than you are, except you're the best employee of the company and he's really scared to lose you, which is a great position for you. But usually it is the case that for your boss, it's easier and you feel uncomfortable to go there. And I understand that. It's normal. I've been there when I was an employee and I had to have these conversations. I didn't agree on the terms in the end. So I left the company, which was also good. But you have to find your way. And when you go to your boss, you better be prepared. So If you just go to your boss and it's like, hey, look, how does it look? Could I have a salary rise? It's not going to work. You should have it prepared. Make sure that you did your research, like in step one, properly. And then you go to your boss and you go to your boss and say, look, I work in this company for so long. I do A, B, C, D, E. This brings value to the company because through me you sell more. Through me you have a better marketing strategy. Through me you do X, Y, Z. Give arguments to your boss why you are worth to be paid more. Sell yourself. This is what you do here. Sell yourself, sell your services and qualities to your company, to your boss, and show them why you are worth more money. Because in the end, the company earns more money because of the work that you do. And if you produce work or a product that is very valuable for the company and brings them more money than you cost them, it's a good calculation for the company. So just focus on that. Go to your boss, tell the boss, okay, this is why you should pay me more. And then you go into the conversation. Step number 4, have a plan B. I always recommend to do that from time to time. It depends how attached you are to your job. If you really like your job, then maybe it's nice to stay in the company, but I would still look a bit outside from time to time just to figure out, okay, how much could I actually earn? Or you speak directly to other companies, go to other interviews and figure out, okay, what would another company tell me? Because statistics have shown that the highest salary rises always happen when you hop from one company to the other. You don't really want to do this every year, I understand that, but it's important that sometimes you check out your market value and see how much money you can get paid somewhere else. And if you don't want to change your job, it's totally fine, but it will help you a lot to know how much other people would pay you. And if you want to switch your job, then you have a plan B. You can go to your boss and say, look, I spoke to this other company. They are ready to pay me 50% more. So now make me an offer that I stay here. And now it's his turn. And trust me, every employer wants to keep good employees. As I said, it's the most horrible thing to lose an employee and have to replace the employee when the employee was good. So this is a good way to start with. So to sum this up, I want to remind you to one very important thing. In the end, we go to work to earn money. And if you have other reasons, you like your colleagues, you like your job, you love the project, you're moving something important in the world, even better. Even better. But the main reason we show up to work every day is because we want to earn money. So make yourself clear that you go to work and you give the most valuable time that you have, which is your time. You give your time in exchange for money. So you better make sure that the time that you give away is paid well because we have limited time. And if you give all your time and you get a shitty payment in the end, is it really worth it that you do that? Maybe if you get to the conclusion that you feel like, okay, I'm not getting paid enough actually for the time that I'm giving, I think my time worth more, then look for another job or look for your own business or look for another purposeful job that maybe feels more aligned with your values. I hope this video was helpful for you. And if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, subscribe, share the video with your friends, and see you next time. Ciao.